Hey, this is Adam. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to add an opt-in form to your WordPress site. This is really the final step to really getting your site up and running with the features it needs to have so that you can really start to build your audience and build your email list for your online business. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to go to the dashboard, and what we're going to do first is we're going to install a plugin that we need to have so that you can actually add an opt-in form to your site. So what you want to do is go to plugins and then add new. Okay. And the specific plugin that we're going to use is created by, it's called Optin Cat. So if you just search here, you'll see this little search bar. You can just search with Optin Cat and then hit enter. And what you're going to see is that Optin Cat actually has plugins for the different email services like Campaign Monitor, Get Response. There's one for Aweber and MailChimp. Okay, obviously the one that I'm going to show you how to use is the Get Response one. But if you're using like Aweber or you're using MailChimp, you can also use a Optin Cat plugin, okay? But you're going to want to install the appropriate one, right? So if you're using MailChimp, obviously install the MailChimp version. Okay, so we're using Get Response, so we're going to click on Install Now. And then we're going to activate it. You're going to click on this Activate plugin here. So once it's activated, it says plugin activated here. What you're going to see on the side here is you're going to see Optin Cat settings. So if you mouse over Optin Cat and go to all opt-in forms, this is where you're going to see your different opt-in forms. Now what we're going to be doing, and I'm going to get rid of this so it's not bugging me. You'll see right now I have no opt-in forms here. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding I'm going to take you to the site. What we're going to do is we're going to be adding an opt-in form in the sidebar here, right above where it says recent posts. And what's really important is that you have an opt-in form, what's called above the fold. Above the fold means it needs to appear such that you don't need to scroll down to find it. All right, you want to have at least one opt-in form featured above the fold that draws your visitors' eyes to it so that you're going to be able to convert more of your visitors into subscribers. Okay, so we're going to be putting it right here. So what you want to do, come on, this happens. There we go. First thing we need to do is add the form. So we're going to click on Add New. Now the free version of Optin Cat is limited, but it's adequate for what we need. All right. Again, in the next training, okay, and that's the advanced training. That's a separate course. I really go into different ways you can optimize your website for list building. All right, in terms of using premium themes that give you additional features and really how to turn your site into a lead generation machine. All right. But what we're going to do for now is just get a form up and running on your blog. All right. So the first thing you want to do is when you're creating this opt-in form, you're going to see the different layouts. We want to add one to the sidebar, so you want to click on Sidebar Widgets. Okay. And now there's a couple different layouts. The one I use is this layout 2. All right. So you just choose that. Okay. So then what you want to do is you want to just customize this form. So under headline, I actually have my headline over here. So it's 52 weeks of happiness. Come on. All right, so I'm going to put that here. And I'm going to make it bold in italic. Boom. Okay. For the, let's see. That's all I want to change for that. For the description, I have that here. Enter your, okay, I'm going to just change the description like this. All right. And then, to change these settings, you just drop down the arrow like this. And that's how you just fill things out. All right, name and email. Now, here's the thing with opt-in forms, you can ask for name and email. You can just ask for email. I like to ask for the name and email because with the blog, you're really building rapport. Here's one thing I'll say: the more info you ask for, that tends to decrease your conversion rate. So by only asking for email, that might mean that you're going to get you're going to get more opt-ins. But I like getting the name because when I have the name, all right, when I'm able to capture the name with the email, then I can personalize my follow-up. You can actually personalize each email to include the name. I'm going to show you how to do that actually in the video on where we set up your welcome email. Okay, so basically, what we want to do next is I'm going to change the button text. I don't really like sign up now. I'm going to change that to get started. Boom. Okay, so now it looks exactly how I want it to look. Okay, so down here, and I'll save it. So you guys, I always recommend. Oh, you got to give it a name too. So we'll call this Traveling Kristen Sidebar. There we go. Traveling Kristen TK Sidebar. Okay, so I'm gonna save this quick. We have to do a couple more things, guys. I just want to save it first. Okay. So the other thing now, if you scroll down here, there's a couple more things we need to do. The first thing we need to do is we need to set the API key for GetResponse. All right. So for that, you're going to go over to GetResponse, and if you're on the dashboard, if you're on the dashboard, so go back to the dashboard, and I'll show you how from the dashboard you're going to get to this area to get your API key. So once you're on the dashboard, under your profile pic here again, if you mouse down and go over to account details, you're going to see GetResponse API. You need to click on that. All right, and you need to get this API key. So you're going to copy to clipboard. All right. So after you click on this button to copy it to clipboard, go back to your opt-in form settings and paste in that API key. Okay, and then again, I would save it because what we need to do next is we need to designate the thank you page. All right, so for the thank you page, what we're going to do is quickly create a page that we can use to send people to right after they opt in. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. I'll actually take you through the process of creating it. First, just make sure you save this. All right, so click on the blue save button. So what we want to do, we're going to come back to this to specify the thank you page, but we have to create it first. So under pages, what you want to do is you want to go to add new, and we're going to create this thank you page. All right, you can click on leave this page. All right, and it's going to go into the here, the page editor. All right, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to actually show you kind of how I've created mine. So basically, this page is what they're going to land in right after they enter their name and email. And what you want to do with this page is you want to tell them to go to their email inbox. All right, so for the title, I'm just going to say, welcome, before we begin this journey together, okay? And then in the body section here, I'm going to give these instructions that they need to go to their email inbox, all right? So if I put these in here, I'm going to actually make this bold. All right, and I'm also going to add a media here. I'm going to add this photo just so it looks kind of nice. There we go. And the other thing I want to do with this, guys, and this is the other great thing about this theme, is I can choose a layout with no sidebar. And for a page like this, I don't want the opt-in form there because they've already opted in. I don't want a sidebar. I just want to have the instructions very prominent on this page, right? So I'm going to choose the one column layout that with no sidebar, and then I'm going to click on publish. Okay, and I'm going to show you what this page looks like real quick. I'm also going to change this. Let's see. I'll just change this to welcome. So it's not real long. Okay, I'm going to click on update. Okay, so now to preview this page, I can just click on view page. And see, here's what it looks like. So when they land after they opt in, they're just going to get this specific instruction that says, welcome, before we begin this journey together, please check your email inbox for a message from Traveling Kristen. Open it and then click the link to confirm your subscription. If you skip this step, you won't receive my weekly videos. I'm so excited to go with this journey with you. See you soon. Okay? So what I want to do now is I want to copy this link. Okay? So you can just copy it right from your URL bar here. And I'm going to go back into, I need to go back to that opt-in form and set the thank you page. Okay? So under Optin Cat, all opt-in forms, I'm going to click on this opt-in form here. I'm going to click on edit. And then I'm going to scroll down to where it says redirect the user, and I'm going to, you actually don't need to copy it. It actually shows up there now as a page. So you're going to see it. Whatever you gave as the title is going to show up here. So you just choose it, and then you click on Save. Okay? So now that we've created the form, we actually have to publish it as a widget, okay, to the sidebar. So we've saved the form is created. Now if I scroll down here, there's two ways to get to the widget area. You can just click here where it says Appearance Widgets, or you can also go through the left here. You can go to Appearance and then Widgets. Okay, because if you'll notice, I just want to show you this. As of right now, we've created the form, but I'm just refreshing. You're going to see that it doesn't actually show up here yet. So to get the form to add, or to add the form to it, if you scroll down here under Available Widgets, you're going to see a widget for Optin Cat. Where is it now? There we go. Optin Cat sidebar widget. What you're going to need to do is drag it up. Okay, so if you just drag it up, it's kind of a pain, but you got to drag it up. And I would put it above your recent posts. All right, and then you're going to select the form. So you're going to select TK sidebar and then click on Save. Now, if we go back here and we refresh, you're going to see this. There it is. See that? And see how it shows up above the fold. All right? So what we want to do next, there's one more step actually before this thing is live. And what we want to do next is actually create the welcome email. This is the email that they're going to get after they opt in automatically that welcomes them and also delivers them that lead magnet. Whatever you promised as your offer, your free offer, you want to deliver it to them. So whether it's a video series or an ebook, whatever it is, you need to deliver it in your welcome email. Okay, so if you have any questions, this was kind of a this was a little bit involved, this specific tutorial. So if you have any questions, please leave them in a comment below this video, and I will see you in the next video.